Lavella, and I teach biology, genetics, and forensics, and I'm the science department head at Pilgrim High School in Warwick, Rhode Island. When I'm teaching biology, I can support the vocabulary strand. We start the biology class at the beginning of the year with a lesson on common prefixes, roots, and suffixes used in biology. I explain to the students that many of the biology terms are based on Latin or Greek words or word parts put together. This makes it easy for them to figure out the meanings, but also to pronounce and spell the words. For example, biology comes from the word parts bio, life, and ology, study. So biology is the study of life. Arthritis comes from the word parts arthro, joint, and itis, swelling or inflammation. Arthritis is a swelling of the joints. Throughout the year, each time we introduce a new unit in vocabulary, we revisit common word parts to reinforce the meanings of the morphemes and continue to build their science vocabulary.
When I am teaching library skills, I can support the text structure strand. First, I can gather 3 to 4 mentor texts that support each text structure, and I'm going to place them at different tables, and then with the class go over the different text structures and the signal words so they can identify those structures, and also talk about the fact that there may be more than one structure in each book that they're looking at. Then provide sticky notes to those kids so that they can look through the books and mark off spots where they find those signal words, and then come together so you can share out together and talk about the different text structures and the different signal words that they used. Understanding these categories will help them be able to predict what type of information they're going to find in a book, and also it provides mentor text to help them with their writing.
It's Rosie Sosnowski, and I teach Spanish language arts to dual language immersion students at Broad Rock Middle School in South Kingstown. I can support the language structure strand. Many of our middle school students still need a lot of support when it comes to grammar and sentence structure for their writing skills, which are reciprocal to their reading comprehension skills. This is something that the English language arts teacher and I have worked together on in the past. We work collaboratively to provide explicit instruction and practice with Spanish grammar and sentence structure in both the English classroom setting and the Spanish classroom setting. We like to point out to students that there are similarities and differences between English and Spanish, between the two languages. For example, when asking a question in Spanish, the subject pronoun, so he or she or whichever subject is performing the action in the sentence, typically comes after the verb in a sentence in Spanish, but in English, that's not the case necessarily.
My name is Lee Russell. I teach at Thompson Middle School in Newport, Rhode Island. In my setting, I support the background knowledge strand and vocabulary strand of the reading rope. When teaching vocabulary, I use multiple strategies to ensure my students are successful and I'm meeting their academic needs. A lot of the times a graphic organizer is used, and the graphic organizer includes the keyword, the information, and the memory. Teaching vocabulary at the beginning of the unit helps build important background knowledge. This background knowledge helps strengthen the understanding of the topic so they can develop a schema to connect new knowledge to.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Dooley, and I teach visual art grades 6, 7, and 8 in Cumberland at Joseph L. McCourt Middle School. And when I'm teaching visual art, I can support the vocabulary and phonological awareness strands. When teaching ceramics, it is important to know that the students are using a kiln with the m sound versus kiln. And a lot of students will pronounce kiln with the m at the end. In Rhode Island, we are all in.
We are all in.
We are all in. Together, we can support positive literacy and learning outcomes.
We can support positive literacy and learning outcomes
For our kids.
For our kids.
for our kids.
For our kids.